Football season is here. Hello and welcome to this edition of Fayette Prep Rally, your weekly high school sports program featuring the very best Fayette County high school action. Fourth quarter would be a different story. The Patriots going to cash in, bell rolling to his right, and launches it downfield for Jared Davis.
Oh boy.
And he cuts it back, and he is gone. He's coming right at you for the 73-yard touchdown. You pretty much needed to see the fourth quarter, and that was it. That's where most of the points were scored. Yeah, they sure do, with Keys and Olivia Gullick. I mean, those two, you saw it in the highlights, the interior passing down low, and the best part of these two is that they can finish. That's what everyone was really hoping for, was an all-West Michigan final in Class B, and that's what they're going to get. And take away that they hung with one of the best teams in the state, and they did it for 4 quarters. I mean, this is a tough team with Tessa Holt, and Morgan Tolles matched up great with her. His team came up 1 game short of winning a state title last season.
And the 2009 Class 5A Boys Championship will go to Wheeler.
But if Milton Shannon Scott has anything to do with it, they'll be right back there this year to finish the job.
That's our main focus right now, is just getting back to the championship game and then playing whoever's at the top right there and then be able to beat them and gain the ring.
We were able to make it to the championship game last year, and we have some very good players back, so we'd like to win at least 1 more game.
Winning 1 more game than last year won't be an easy task, but Shannon and his other junior class talent have at least 2 more seasons to do just that. But with success comes a bullseye, and Shannon knows the pressure's on.
Everyone keeps talking to us about it, like we have to win a championship, and that's when we're all coming back, and then we can't lose any game, so that's a lot of pressure, but we're ready to face it all.
If you combine that with being the son of North Carolina legend Charlie Scott, who just happens to have an Olympic gold medal and an NBA title under his belt, you can see why expectations are so high for Shannon.
He's got some big shoes to fill. His dad was rated the 7th best player in the history of the ACC and won an Olympic gold medal and won an NBA championship with the Celtics. I think Shannon has a chance to make his own mark.
And he's going to get a chance to make that mark at Ohio State. Shannon committed to the Buckeyes earlier this season, and there's no doubt that he's already setting his goals for college and beyond.
I want to be able to go to college and then be very successful there, get a NCAA championship, and then continue to the NBA and then be successful there. Just making the best of my career, not settling short for anything.
It's been a whirlwind summer for Melanie Udan.
Tremendous effort for a qualifier like Melanie Udan.
And she's got the bag to prove it.
I'm Melanie Udan, and I was in England for the past 3 weeks at Wimbledon. This is my tennis bag right here, and it's not exactly the cleanest thing you've ever seen. Haven't had time to clean it out since Wimbledon, so let's take a look at it. Here, I got my rackets, 5 of them right now. Got my hat, I love wearing, phone, brush, and my raisins that I use and eat during my matches. Give me a lot of energy. Definitely help out there on the court. We have a pack of cards. I like playing at tournaments. Definitely, time goes by a lot faster when you're playing that in the rain, stuff at Wimbledon. A couple tennis balls, still actually from Wimbledon, I brought back with me. This pocket, we got Gatorade to drink, after practice and stuff. And then basically just change of clothes because it is so hot in Atlanta right now. Just a little bit of sunscreen for me. It's not exactly the cleanest thing you've ever seen, but that's okay. And basically that's about it.
Somewhere else in that bag is a smaller bag of tricks that Melanie unleashed on her opponents at Wimbledon. And after her run at the All England Club, her game and pro career are headed in the right direction.
It was amazing. Everything about it was just unbelievable. I mean, I did way better than I ever thought I would, and I fought really hard, and I played some really good tennis, and that's all I could ask for.
She's come a long way, and it's nerve-wracking. I mean, she nearly lost in the qualifying and fought back and won that. And then, just with every win, it was just like, it was very nice. I mean, very proud of her.
With her upset win over Jelena Jankovic, the eyes of the tennis world were focused squarely on Udan, which created a media frenzy and made her the new darling of American tennis.
It was pretty overwhelming, actually. Everyone wanted to talk to me and get to know me and see what I had to say, and it was a little bit crazy, definitely different from what I'm used to.
The emotional stress of playing 7 matches and being thrust onto the world scene definitely took its toll. But now that she's had a taste of success on the big stage, Melanie's even more determined to take it to a higher level.
Mentally, she believes she can play with these people and beat them now, whereas before she knew I could play with them, but actually beating them is a different story. Now she knows she can beat the top players. So for me right now, you know, Wimbledon was great, but it's history. We got to focus on the next level of play.
It definitely gave me more confidence, but I'm gonna be ready for my next tournaments, you know, and I'm gonna try to keep playing like I've been playing and get better and better.
They share the same name.
Hey, I'm John McClain.
But this John McClain refuses to die on the court, no matter what the stakes.
The matches have been pretty tough as well, especially the hot conditions.
But those matches aren't just any matches, they're US Open qualifying ones. And after leaving the game to become a coach, McClain is back for the sequel to his career and trying to make it all the way to New York City.
It'd be something that I've always dreamed about, being there, and finally, and I just taking all the atmosphere and just have a good time.
At the age of 27, his best days are behind him. But this veteran refuses to quit, and you can never count out John McClain.
In tennis years, that's pretty old. But yeah, I think I still have a pretty quick step for my age at the moment.
His journey brought him all the way to the quarterfinals of the Southern section, where one man was standing between him and the semifinals, John Lawrence.
Come on, hit it, let's go.
One winner, only one.
Come on!
It was clear from the beginning that McClain had his hands full. With every shot, the rivalry grew, and something had to give.
Started to get a little tension, a little bit. The points started getting more tighter, and mentally it'll take a toll on you.
After taking the first set, McClain found himself with his back against the wall, down 4-2 in the second. But John would come back with a vengeance.
I knew I had him. I knew I could hold serve. He was getting a little tired and wilted a little bit, and his serve started to slow down a little bit, so I wanted to take advantage of that and start moving him around a lot more.
Once McClain went up 6-5, it was only a matter of time before he finished him off for good.
It was definitely a grueling battle. My opponent was kind of frustrated in the first set and making a lot of errors. Started the second set, he geared it back up and got himself pumped back up and made it a lot tougher.
In the end, this John McClain beat the odds, moved on to the next round, and lived to die another day. He makes an impact no matter what side of the ball he's on. And for Whitewater's Jeff Ashley, his 3 years on varsity have given him a ton of experience. And whether he's lining up on offense or defense, it's all about laying down the law.
I think I definitely like offense more. I mean, defense is fun. I mean, it's got its advantages because offense, someone busts you up. I get the opportunity to go bust them up on defense. So it's got its trade-offs, but I like them both.
Jeffrey, you know, he runs really well for a kid 6'4", and you know, he started for us now for 2 years and played a lot even as a sophomore. So I think his experience back there, and he's got a lot of football savvy about him. Grew up in a football family, has a brother out at Air Force, and so I think that helps a lot also. He just knows the game really well.
Jeff's knowledge of the game combined with his size and speed have piqued the interest of a lot of programs, but he wants to go somewhere where he can play both wideout and safety, but more importantly, start right away.
I'm mainly looking for like my best fit into the depth chart and how early and playing time wise and where I would fit into their system. Right now, I'm definitely looking into Air Force, Navy, and Elon. They both, Elon passes the ball a lot, and they're looking at me both for safety and wide receiver at all three of those schools. So I'm definitely interested in having both positions. Definitely allows you to get more exposure and allow you to have at least a little bit of playing time.
Before he can make the jump to the next level, he's got some business to attend to for the Wildcats. And if they're going to make any noise in the playoffs this year, it's going to be because of his work ethic and leadership on and off the field.
Mainly, I just try to lead through actions and words if necessary, but I just always where I need to be at every single time, staying focused at practice during the games and helping out the ones who haven't been around as long as I have.
Jeffrey's a great leader. He worked hard. I think his biggest thing is, you know, they can follow him by example. He has worked extremely hard the last couple years at football. He's gone to a lot of camps. He's been in the weight room, you know, done all the things that you could ask of a kid. So I think he really leads by example.
The route is on, 28-0 Brookwood. Broncos starting again, Ben McClain airing it out, and Bryce Smith using his feet to haul it in.